And welcome back to Deathbattle Prediction today. This image, by the way, was made by One Mavestone. So we had Madara versus Aizen, and I don't normally. Sorry, I'm just arranging things a bit differently here. I don't normally give a review for a death battle, and I'm not going to say what the winner is, but I would like to take a quick minute as soon as I start talking about what I thought on the death battle. Take out of the equation for a second that the character I wanted to win lost. I actually didn't think this was a very good death. It's one of the few where, I didn't actually think that Death Battle was all that good. I mean, I wasn't expecting CGI or anything, but I was at least expecting maybe something a bit more, a bit more focused. It seemed all over the place. It seemed very rushed. And Aizen's character was actually completely out of character. Honestly, he really, also the starting with the glasses was just stupid. And this is also one of the few death battles where I flat out disagree with the decision. Now, don't get me wrong, Death Battle isn't the end-all be-all for, character analyses, all that, and, this is the definitive. No, it's all about how you write it, obviously, and they're just happen to be one of the most popular ones out there. But no, except for, I very rarely ever flat out disagree with their decision on who wins. Normally they give a good enough explanation on who would win. No, this is one where I actually flat out disagree, and I've been seeing a lot of people actually kind of get on their case, no, these guys actually called it wrong. I've seen a lot of people begin. Now, either way, the fandom who won is going to be happy, and the fandom who lost is going to be upset. That's always going to happen. It would have happened if it had been the other way around. Anyway, Popeye versus Saitama. Yeah, I actually did who would win a while back on this one, and if it wasn't for one actual thing, I'd probably still stand by my decision. Now, spoilers for that who would win video if you care about it at all. Popeye, I thought Saitama would win. And there is logic behind that, certainly. Saitama is just constantly more going into battle. He has no limitations, all that. And Popeye does need his spinach to be able to, do what he needs to do. But someone brought up the fact that Popeye has actually broken the borders of his own cartoon before, which means he has broken the boundaries of reality in his world. Saitama is a joke character. They didn't even say as much. Saitama is a joke character. And Popeye is just a straight cartoon character. Popeye has actual just straight cartoon logic on his side, whereas Saitama has the joke logic of his character, but he is still bound by the rules of his world to a degree or another. Whereas Popeye can actually breach out beyond the bounds of his own universe. And I think that's probably going to be where the line gets drawn. Now, like I said, the minute Popeye eats his spinach, it's going to be that's when all of Popeye's true power is unleashed. How long Popeye's actual power lasts after he eats the spinach, that's actually a really good point. Or a really good question. We don't really know. It's usually he eats the spinach and quickly beats his opponent. We don't know how long that boost lasts for. And there's no way Death Battle's not going to allow him to get his spinach. You could make an argument that Saitama could beat him well before he eats the spinach. But that's not going to be a fight. They're going to give Popeye his spinach. So, because of that, I actually now have completely changed my outlook on this, and I actually go with Popeye. I think this will be the first time that One Punch Saitama will ever get a true smackdown in his life. Cut my finger a little bit at work. I'm just feeling that feels a little raw. I cut myself. So honestly, my money's now on Popeye. He's strong to the finish because he eats his spinach. He's Popeye the Sailor Man. I can't do Saitama. Saitama doesn't even have that good of a voice to do an impression before. He sounds like a regular guy because that's kind of what he is. Except he's also the strongest guy in his universe. He's a regular dude who gained the power of a god, pretty much. So my money actually is going to be on Popeye. It's ironic. Half the video was me basically just talking about why I disagreed with the last death battle. Yeah, but no, I'm still going to say it. I did not like the way they handled that death battle at all. I felt like they completely misrepresented a lot of abilities of characters. They overhyped, I think, a little bit of another character. And yeah, here's the thing. I can handle my guy losing if I thought he was portrayed correctly and the fight was still really good. He wasn't portrayed correctly. Anyone who knows the series knows that he was not portrayed correctly. And while the fight had its moments, it really didn't work. I don't think it was one of the few fights I honestly didn't like that much. And again, part of that might be because my guy lost, but also there's just like animation things like I didn't agree with. Anyway, I digress. So there's half of a video about Saitama versus Popeye. I'm going with the Popeye camp on this one. We'll see what happens. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you folks later. Have a good one.